everybody, it's Janie from the League-Kempner House. I'm not there right now. I'm down at the Lucas Apartments. I promised y'all a midweek video with a little bit of a storm update and the condition of the house and how we fared. I don't have a lot of time to edit it. As you can imagine, it's been a pretty busy time with the hurricane, and I want to preface everything I say by this was a devastating hurricane. There are a lot of people seriously impacted, but what you're going to see is just the impact on us, which we are very fortunate that it was minor. So the video starts with me in my home kind of watching the hurricane come in. We went out to check some damage at our rental property and our two daughters' houses, and then we got a phone call from Michael, our volunteer who lives down here, that there had been a break. The storm had passed and obviously cleared Galveston before it cleared us in Houston. We're about 60 miles to the north. And he had checked the house and there was some damage. So my husband and I had jumped in the car and came down here because it was something that could not wait. It had to be fixed right away. So that's what you're going to see as we progress through here. We are fine. Joe's fine. We've been checking on our volunteers. We did lose power at home and it may be quite a while before we get restored. And fortunately and oddly, Galveston was restored on Monday night, the night of the hurricane, a lot of it. And so Joe and her family are down here in the Lucas Apartments. Me and some of my kids are down here in the Lucas Apartments. My husband's still up in Houston doing restoration work, but everybody's good. It's just something we have to work through. There's, I think today, 1.3 million people without power. But that is down from, I think the high was around 2.4 in the center point area. So they're making good progress, but let's just move on and show you what happened. We're sitting here talking about getting the extension ladder and a rope and pulling that down.
I could do that.
I could do that. Here, hold my beer. I was just thinking I could get on the roof right there and reach over the pole saw.
No, you see,
and
honestly, I was thinking
I don't know what's
about
wrong with me.
Before the wind, before all this started, that's how I was going to trim all that off.
Yeah.
I was going to get the extension ladder all the way up to the, because my extension ladder will just reach the roof line.
Yeah.
And then
you can stand on the pergola. You can
that.
stand on the pergola, actually.
It wouldn't have been tall enough.
Wouldn't be tall enough.
Yeah, I already thought that.
Even with the pole saw? Even with the pole saw?
Yeah. No,
okay.
Not even close. I thought.
Watching that right there and hoping for a big gust to come finish the job. It's almost past and power just went out. 30 more minutes we would have made it. I knew that would happen. Oh yeah, there's 3 of them hanging, so there's no point saving that whole big limb anymore. We can tie a rope on that and I can pull it the other way and you can cut it over there. Okay, the eye is on us, or we're on the edge of the eye, so I'm going to run outside and take a quick look. We've got water in the street, probably because debris is blocking the drains. It's not flowing or flowing much, but the big rain is already past us. There's a lot of little limbs. Got a little break between bands, so we're out surveying damage. This is at my sister-in-law's house, and there's a big tree actually laying on their power line. You can see how it pulls down low. It used to be a tree about that big on the other side of the fence, and it's uprooted out of the ground and just laying on the ground. Alright, so here we are looking over the fence. There's what used to be the tree, and it's laying over and laying on the line. dangerously close. It's still, I don't know, still about 4 or 5 feet up to go. That's quite a bit of water it can still hold. So now I'm at my daughter's and this is not good. So that is the drop to their house and it's about 2 feet off the ground because the pole is falling. So hopefully it won't fall anymore. The wind has subsided. So that's not good either. None of this is good. But could be worse. It's Texas. That's the line for Shipley's Donuts. It's a hurricane. Gotta get your donuts. Okay, the water's pretty high and oddly we just passed about 10 dead pelicans on the road. I don't know if you can tell, but the water's up over the feeder street. And a lot of this is usually marshy islands out here. And we've already seen Centerpoint up on some of the poles doing power restoration. So that's a good thing. It means the wind has dropped enough that they feel like it's safe to get the crews out there. Alright, one of the oak trees blew over. That one's blowing over. These are blowing over. This is sad. All of these were planted right after Ike and they were just getting to be a good size. But obviously don't have the root system yet to manage the gust of wind that we got. So the palm trees were already devastated by freeze. So I'm very sad to see that. And maybe they can come straighten them up and they'll still live. But all in all, oh, look at them. Not a lot of signs of damage yet. We're not seeing roofs taken off or anything like that. Alright, it's windy. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know where that palm tree came from. That's really strange. It's not one of ours, but that's our volunteer Michael who came and checked the house. Sherry came by. It's just a lot of wind damage, palm fronds down, but we're here because the front door blew out, our plywood. And I think from the pictures Michael sent, I know what's wrong with it. It'll be an easy fix. But we lost a window up there, looks like. So that's not good. And I don't know. Well, no, maybe it's just opened. Maybe it's still there. But Sherry said there was a broken one on the 3rd floor. So this looks like about the number of palm fronds we had after that little microburst we had. Oops. There's some trim to something. She said there was also a window broken out. Oh, dang it. We lost a window up there. And I just faux painted that one to look like that one, and now that one's gone. So I don't know. Oh, here it is. Here it is down here. Okay. Well, I might can actually put that back together. Save that. I think I can fix that. Oh. Mother Nature. This we knew, that's just water because we lost our sidewalk, but this is what we came to fix. Ooh, where did that come from? That may be part of that window. So this is a problem, but not really a big one. So I had screwed a 2x4 on either side so that we wouldn't constantly have to screw 2x4 into our trim piece. But what happened is the trim piece pulled off, and that's actually a little interesting to see in there. So there's not really anything too sturdy to screw into. There's no like 2x4 anything. So we might have to rig something else up or just seal the front doors permanently for a while. And it looks like the same thing was about to happen over here, and actually the plywood pulled through the screw heads, which that happens. So could be worse, but we're going to take everything down and see if we can't come up with a scheme to get them back up. I did. The screw heads pulled out of the plywood. Yeah, I did. So, okay. Well, if you do that, I'm going to go walk. While you're doing that, I'm going to go walk through the house and look for water. Ouch. Okay, that's part of our trim. Save anything you find. But this is what I was worried about. Our windows are intact, thank goodness. They did open themselves. The vibration caused the locks to come undone, and because they're not weighted, they came open. Alright, I'm going to go explore. I'm going to turn the camera off because I don't have a lot of battery and I can only charge it in the car. But if I find anything, I'll turn it back on. Oh, these blew open. I kind of half expected them to. There's not a good way to shut them, and the chair doesn't weigh very much. So the wind's still whipping at a good clip. I'll just put more chairs. Same thing with this one over here. This thing on wheels doesn't do anything. And our locks. Oh, that one actually locks. I don't know why I didn't have it locked. Okay. Our wet spot's wet. But that's always wet. Let's go upstairs. Wait, say that again. Yeah. So Michael came in to check the windows, and because they'd opened themselves, he thought they were gone. Were you panicked?
Yeah, very panicked.
But they're there. That's all I really care about.
So you're saying just put a crossbar across these and screw into the doors? Is that what you want to do?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what else
I
to do.
I could put a crossbar here and then anchor it onto that too. Maybe.
I don't want to drill too many holes in the door is why we did the plywood. But look outside. There's nothing to really screw into. I mean, that door trim didn't have any studs behind it or anything. It just had spacers to the brick. See, there's no 2x4 or anything in there to anchor to.
Okay.
So I don't know what else to anchor. I don't know what else to anchor to. Do you?
Well, that's not big enough for a chain.
Drill that thing out. All right, let me go get the lumber.
Unless I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what to drill. I don't know what to screw to.
Well, okay. Come inside.
So Save that.
That's
Save
something.
that. That's
That's
something.
part of something.
Okay. You're gonna have to redo the floor in.
All right, shockingly, the basement is bone dry, which this is where the water, if it was going to come in, would be here. Just this tiny bit of moisture. It's really nothing at all. So it must not have rained as hard and as fast as it was projected to. All right. I'm going out to get my keys, and more help is on the way. Alfred and Pepper just showed up. So our volunteers are converging on the house to see what's going on. Open the gate for them. Michael's going to start picking up palm fronds. My husband's working on the door. I had to go get my keys to unlock the third floor to go see what's going on up there. But so far, I'm very happy. It just could have been so much worse. Peppy is here. Peppy is here to help me check for leaks. You gonna help me check for leaks? Are you a water dog? Go look. Go see if you can find one. All right, let's go check over here first and see what happened. Is it dry? Okay, that's dry, which is good. Okay, this was one of our bad spots. Let's go check Uncle Lee's bedroom, see if the chimney leaked, which is another bad spot. Okay, and that's crazy. It's a little damp, but it leaked inside, which we know that happens from the roof cap being, not roof cap, chimney cap being rusted. So, okay, Pepper's never been upstairs. I'm very confused as to why these are here, because these were not even in this hall before. Those were down there. So I don't know why those are here.
This is when they did the roof, yeah?
Yeah, it's just junk fell out. Here's where we lost our window.
So it literally just moved
It
out.
just literally...
Get over there.
No. You don't need to be jumping out the window.
Get down.
No.
Get, okay.
We don't need a doggy going that way. So that just got sucked out.
Do you have a
No,
board
sir.
you can put up?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this could have been all.
It's harder than it looks, because to get the water to not come inside, you gotta go outside. I was worried about this one sucked out in the last hurricane, and we never did find it, so we did a much better job of securing this one in place. Let's see, our little flat roof stayed stuck down. So we obviously had a chimney problem here. We've got water everywhere. That's not good. That is not a chimney the new company did. That is one that was done in the first work that made me so unhappy and not want to use the same company again. So, okay, this window just opened itself. So that is not... It opened itself and it's stuck. Okay, not too bad.
Waves up here.
Obviously water blew in, but that just blew in the window, so. Okay, well, nothing we didn't expect.
A lot less severe than what it could have been. Yeah?
That looks like that could have been water,
Actually, this would have been good for my trays.
but ponder on that one. Okay, not too bad. All right, so this is the preferred fix. This blocks the doors from opening. We've got 2 screw holes in our floor, which can be patched and filled, just little holes. And 2 little screw holes up there blocking the top, so if somebody tries to force those open. So it does not make for easy entry in and out of the front door for tours, but we will worry about that on another day. We've got to get back to Houston and do a bunch of remediation there. So we're going to call it quits and head back home.
Okay. If you want.
Okay, I'm sorry this is so disjointed, but there's just a lot going on and we're trying to get back on the road because we have a lot to do in Houston. But I was just looking, we lost the top of a palm tree, so that's dead as a doornail now. Big oak limb from our very sickly oak trees across the front. They probably just need to be completely taken out. Oh, and Michael's finding more window glass. It's amazing how far it flew. It's way over here. So I don't know what to do about that. I'll just pick it up on Wednesday because we need to hit the road. This is why we love our volunteers. So just another indication that this was not as big of a rain event as it was a wind event. Our little retention area is nowhere near full or spilling over to the street. Oh, but I did just notice something else. I probably should be calmer and spend more time and be more thorough walking around. But this is our dying queen palm. And it looks to be completely dead now, and it is falling over. So I do not want that to fall into the fence, so I'm probably going to have to get a rope on that and tie it off and start cutting that down from the top so it doesn't fall on our fence. That's a chore for Wednesday. Some more dead oak limbs from these oak trees are also not long for the world. I was hoping when I had the scissor lift here that I could get up with a chainsaw and get that limb out of there, but I did not have time. So Wednesday will be a very busy day. This is just so weird. It's an entire palm tree that snapped in a couple of places, and we have no idea where it came from. I mean, it didn't come from along the church anywhere, and it wasn't on our side. Weird. It wasn't down there. I have no idea. Looks like the roof on Reliance Stadium got ripped off. So that's it. I'm going to leave you with that. Since Joe and I are here in Galveston, we're going to head down to the house and finish picking up the palm fronds and try to get things cleared up and do a little more detailed assessment of the damage, look at that door and see if there's not something better we can do, because we love being able to open and close those doors quickly to do tours, and I need to do something with that window up there. We just left it. It was not an urgent thing, but we are so grateful that the parlor windows survived. We're going to be doing a lot of work on those shutters, trying to get those up. This is a pretty early hurricane in the season. We can get them as late as November, so before another one or a worse one or a bigger one comes through, we want to get that work done. So y'all take care, and we'll see you hopefully back on Sunday at our regular time.